Hey Jolly Babes! So I joined the inspiration challenge that was going on last week on Instagram, and you get to choose an image or pattern or colours from these gorgeous images that I'm displaying on the screen right now, and basically come up with a mani with that inspiration. So this was the picture that I tried to recreate. You don't have to recreate a whole picture, it's just something that I wanted to do to take me out of my comfort zone, and this is the design that I came up with. I really like it. I hope you guys like it too, and now I'm just going to get straight into the tutorial. So obviously I've got my fake coffin nails on. I've already applied one coat of this GDI nail polish, which is white, and I'm going to be using my lovely eyeshadows to build up my base. Now the base colour that I am using is sort of really subtle, because what I'm doing with this mani is a build-up of colours and a build-up of images and things like that. So I didn't want a dead bold base to start off with, because of, like I say, I'm going to be putting subtle colours on the top of this. So you might not be able to see the difference in colours, particularly on camera, but it is there, and it's just a build-up of those sort of nice autumn colours. I am going to use this bit of a darker colour as well, just to add a little bit of shadow and a little bit of depth to the nail. Now I have deliberately left the bottom of the nail white, because I'm going to come in using a different method and different colours, just to add, again, more depth to the nail mani. So can you see just those subtle tones of yellows and oranges and things like that. Now to protect this, I am using my gel Topcoat, which is fantastic when you're doing a build-up of colours, because if you make mistakes you can just wipe it off and it's not going to wipe off your base coat or anything like that, because it's protected by the gel Topcoat. So this is what I'm going to do to build up the bottom of the nail, and I'm starting off with the lighter colour, and I'm just using the sponge and sort of blending that into the bottom of the nail. For me, the sponge was the preferred method to make it look blended. So I'm just adding like the bottom of the photo where it is like more greener grass, and I'm just building up the colours slightly. Again, all the time I am just adding sort of depth and shadow and texture to the nail design, and that's what I'm doing here. Now you will have to bear with me with this. I'm a bit all over the place with how I'm putting the designs on my nails. I was going to start off by showing you what I did with every single nail, but then I just thought the video would be really long, and all I'm doing really is using the basis of what I'm showing you to build up the images on the nail plate. Now I'm putting this in, even though on some nails I remove it later on because I kind of try again, because I don't particularly like how it looks. I'm doing this to show you the plate that I'm using and the images that I've used to build up the image, because I do use these over the other nails. So I really love the fact that just because I'm using sort of lighter colours, that I can add almost like a shadowed effect to the nail. And although probably looking at it now it's a bit like where you're going with this, you can barely see it. It's obviously the reason is because I'm going to be coming in with darker colours, and I'm just building layers upon layers to get to the end result, which I personally think is worth the effort. And I really loved the shadow effect that I was able to achieve. So yes, I really have enjoyed being part of this inspiration challenge. I joined it because I did want to do something that would take me out of my comfort zone, and this certainly has, just because of the fact that I've got that image that I wanted to recreate, and basically I haven't got any freehand skills, so it had to be down to the stamping plates that I have in my collection. But I actually liked the fact that, you know, I used different plates, but it did build up that shadowed effect, whereas normally I would kind of look at an image like that and not even bother. So hopefully the sort of depth and the shadowing is coming through, and that you can see that on my design. So I'm switching now to a Moyou Mother Nature plate, and I'm getting this big deer here, and I'm going to be putting it on my middle nail. I kind of just focused on showing you what I did on my middle nail in the end instead of all of my nails. because I didn't want the video to be dead long. But yeah, but basically once I'm happy with the build up of the sort of background layers, I come in with the darker colour, which is obviously going to be the focal point to the design. I'm going to place him there. And I think he looks gorgeous. So basically I put a top coat on with this to protect it. But obviously if you're sort of like really confident in your stamping abilities, then you don't have to do this. And I just found I needed to add just that little bit more sort of something to the nail. And I think these Chameleon Flakes that from Born Pretty do that. Again, it is a subtle addition to the nail, but in certain lights it really does look gorgeous, and it just adds that little bit of glitz and glamour to the nail, which I know you're all loving. So I did just apply it to the bottom of the nail and obviously cured that underneath my lamp. And I just took some of the flakes and just literally added it to the bottom to kind of like represent the sort of leaves, but not, obviously not in a dead, bold, leafy way. So that is it. So hopefully you can see that colour coming through at the bottom of the nail, which looks gorgeous. So I went and did the rest of the nails off camera, and for me I found that the matte coat was the best choice, just so you could kind of see what I'd done with the build-up of colours and the build-up of shadows and textures and things like that. And I really hope that you like the end result, which is this. And I just love it. I don't think it's like the usual autumn colour. It is definitely more detailed, and that's what I love about this, and I'm so glad that I was able to achieve it. So I'm going to go in and put my macro lens on just so you can see the images that I used and the build-up of the layers. But don't you agree that Chameleon Flakes on the bottom of the nail just adds that extra bit of gorgeousness to the image? So a big thank you to the Inspiration Challenge for coming up with such an awesome theme, and thank you for having me. I really have enjoyed being a part of it. Please go and check out the other designs that have been created by the other fabulous ladies over on Instagram. And I hope you've enjoyed it too, Jelly Babes, and I hope I can join the Inspiration Challenge in the future as well. But that's it for today, and take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.